to share not just their path, but their purpose, to see the world through their eyes, the grit of a farmer, the drive of an entrepreneur, the quiet hopes of a community ready to rise. At Escorts Kubota, on your side is not a slogan. It is how we see the world. It means we do not work around people. We work with them. In fields where hope is planted, in factories where ambition takes shape, in every place where effort meets aspiration. We are right there, enabling, empowering, and evolving together. We believe prosperity is not handed down. It is built in collaboration, measured not just in output, but in outcomes. Trust earned, livelihoods strengthened, futures unlocked. With empathy, innovation, and a deep sense of purpose, we stand on the side of progress that includes everyone. to share not just their path, but their purpose, to see the world through their eyes, the grit of a farmer, the drive of an entrepreneur, the quiet hopes of a community ready to rise. At Escorts Kubota, on your side is not a slogan. It is how we see the world. It means we do not work around people. We work with them. In fields where hope is planted, in factories where ambition takes shape, in every place where effort meets aspiration. We are right there, enabling, empowering, and evolving together. We believe prosperity is not handed down. It is built in collaboration, measured not just in output, but in outcomes. Trust earned, livelihoods strengthened, futures unlocked. With empathy, innovation, and a deep sense of purpose, we stand on the side of progress that includes everyone.
Namaste. Good afternoon, dear shareholders. On behalf of the Board of Directors and the entire Escorts Kubota Limited, I warmly welcome you all at this 79th Annual General Meeting of your company. As a requisite quorum being present through video conferencing for the AGM, now I begin with the business of the meeting. This meeting is being held through video conferencing and through other audio-visual means, and is in compliance with various circulars issued by the Ministry of Corporate Affairs and Securities and Exchange Board of India. The company has taken all feasible efforts to ensure that the members are provided an opportunity to participate in the annual general meeting and vote. The company has also provided a webcast facility to view this AGM live on company website and social media channels. The Register of Directors and key managerial personnel and their shareholdings and register of contract and arrangements in which directors are interested are available for inspection of members electronically during this meeting. Taking the meeting forward, it is my pleasure to introduce our respected board of directors who are present and are joining through the video conferencing. The names are in alphabetical order on the last name basis. Starting with Mr. Bhandari, Independent Director. Mr. Vimal Bhandari is also the Chairman of Audit Committee and the Nomination, Remuneration and Compensation Committee of your company. Mr. R.C. Bhargava, Independent Director. Ms. Tanya Dobash, Independent Director. Mr. Fukuoka, Whole-Time Director and Deputy Managing Director. Mr. Haneda, Non-Executive, Non-Independent Director. Mr. Ichikawa, Non-Executive, Non-Independent Director. Mr. Kamada, Non-Executive, Non-Independent Director. Mr. Madan, Whole-Time Director and Chief Financial Officer. Mr. Munjal, Independent Director. Ms. Nanavati, Independent Director. Ms. Natasha Nanda, Whole-Time Director. Ms. Natasha Nanda is also the chairperson of the Corporate Social Responsibility Committee of your company. Mr. Saito, Independent Director. Mr. Salve, Independent Director. Mr. Sharma, Independent Director. Mr. Hardeep Singh, Non-Executive, Non-Independent Director. Mr. Hardeep Singh is also the Chairman of the Stakeholder Relationship Committee of your company. Dr. Sodi, Independent Director. And Mr. Dai Watanabe, Non-Executive, Non-Independent Director. On behalf of all the shareholders, I want to thank our Board of Directors for their guidance and mentorship to your company. I truly feel that we are blessed with such a vibrant board who are foreseeing and guiding the future of your company. Now I'd like to introduce our auditors who are also present in this AGM. Starting with Mr. Ashish Gupta, partner from Walker Chandiok and Company, LLP, our statutory auditors. Ms. Neelam Gupta, proprietor, Neelam Gupta and Associates, our secretarial auditors, and Ms. Parvati Venkatesh, partner of Ramnath Iyer and Company, cost auditors of the company. I want to appreciate and thank our auditors for their active engagement and to help us to take our processes and governance to reach the benchmark levels. In the Q&A session at the end of today's AGM, you may please feel free to ask questions directly to the auditors. I would also like to introduce our key executives of your company who are working hard in shaping the future of your company. Starting with Mr. Neeraj Mehra, Tractor Business. Mr. Gerewal, Tractor Business. Mr. Amano, Tractor Business. Mr. Bajaj, Construction Equipment Business. Mr. Kababe, Engine Business. Mr. Chug, Agri-Solution Business. Mr. Tiwari, Service and Spare Part Business. Mr. Kato, Corporate Planning. Mr. Singhal, Human Resources and General Affairs. Mr. Sukathani, Research and Development. Mr. NU, Operations, Mr. Rio, Quality Assurance, Mr. Satendra Singh from the Internal Audit Team, and Mr. Arvind Kumar, Company Secretary and Compliance Officer. I would now request Arvind Kumar, your Company Secretary, to take us through the general instructions pertaining to today's annual general meeting. Arvind, over to you.
Thank you, Mr. Nanda. Good afternoon. Ladies and gentlemen, as this meeting is held through video conferencing, I would like to mention few things. That every member joined is muted by default to avoid any disturbance arising from background noise and ensure seamless conduct of the meeting. The company leadership speech for this AGM is pre-recorded. As the question and answer session starts, the moderator will announce the name of the registered speaker's shareholder one by one. On calling the name, the speaker shareholder has to unmute himself or herself. If the speaker shareholder faces any connectivity issue, we will ask next speaker shareholders to speak in turn. And the previous speaker shareholder will be allowed to speak post all speaker shareholders have finished asking questions. Also, member may post their queries in the message box provided on their screen, and we shall appropriately respond to the same post this AGM. We at Escorts Kubota are committed to answer all the queries of the shareholders. The questions which we may not be able to answer due to weak network connectivity on the part of the company or shareholder or for any other reason whatsoever, the shareholder can email their queries to the email addresses provided in the notice of AGM, and we will email the answer post the annual general meeting. The entire proceeding of these live meetings are being recorded. Dear shareholders, wish to inform that the SEBI wide circular dated July 2, 2025, and in order to facilitate ease of investing for investors and to secure the rights of this investor in the securities which were purchased by them, has opened the special window for relodgement of the transfer deeds, which were lodged prior to the deadline of April 1, 2019, and were rejected, returned, or not attended due to deficiencies in the document, procedure, or otherwise, could not be relodged up to the 31st March 2021. The special window will remain open for a period of 6 months, commencing from July 7, 2025 to January 6, 2026. Shareholders are requested to refile such cases with Caffeine Technologies Limited, our registrar and share transfer agent of this company. Now I request Chairman to address our member.
Thank you, Arvind. I'm sure shareholders, you have received the annual report and have gone through the financial of the year ended 31st March 2025. Now, through a pre-recorded message, myself and your Deputy Managing Director, Fukuoka-san, would like to take you through the FY25 performance and progress of our mid-term business plan till FY28. Dear shareholders, it is my pleasure to speak with you today and walk you through our performance during FY25 and our strategic direction for the year ahead. Accompanying me is Fukuoka-san, our Deputy Managing Director. Before I start the main speech, I would like to draw your kind attention to our safe harbor statement. Let me begin with a quick look at the broader business environment. The latest World Economic Outlook by the International Monetary Fund, IMF, reports a slowdown in global growth as downward risks intensify. In 2024, the global economy grew by 3.2% as compared to historical average of 3.7%. Looking ahead, the IMF sees a marginal improvement to 3.3% for the year 2025 and 2026. However, with this uncertain economic environment, India showed significant resilience. India continues to be the fastest growing major economy in the world, with an estimated GDP growth rate of 6.5%. The country's economy is benefiting from combination of strong infrastructure spending by the government, a rebound in rural demand, and continued growth of the services sector. Against this backdrop, our country is the fourth largest economy with growth opportunities for the core sector of agriculture and infrastructure in which our company operates. India continues to be one of the largest tractor markets, supported by a strong manufacturing base and an extensive range of products from diverse farming applications. The Indian tractor market is poised for robust growth driven by government support, growing food demand, rising labor shortages, ease of credit access, and current level of farm mechanization of just 45% as compared to 90% in developed economies. It is expected that the Indian tractor market will soon reach an annual sale of 1 million units, which would be a notable milestone. The Indian construction equipment industry is on a sustainable growth path, driven by government's investments in infrastructure and rapid urban growth. Thus, looking at the sector growth trends and opportunities in the short term and long term, we are highly confident that EKL is in the right business. The financial year 2025 is very special. We celebrated 80 years of our existence, a significant milestone for all of us. What began as a humble dream has grown into a legacy of transforming lives, driven by innovation, inspired by our customers, and strengthened by our partners and employees. This has been a journey of passionately serving more than 2.5 million customers, a journey of bringing innovative, made in India products to positively impact the lives of people of this beautiful country. Our philosophy of bringing the world's best to India and giving India's best to the world continues to be a guiding force. It has motivated us to bring in a revolution in the country's farming sector. We feel pride and have continued a sense of responsibility to be a contributor to India's growth story in the agriculture and construction sector. This anniversary is not merely a reflection of our past, it is a celebration of every hand that shaped us, every field that welcomed us, and every heart that stood beside us. In the past 80 years, our company has built strong capabilities for the core businesses of agriculture machinery and construction equipment. The company has 6 manufacturing plants, a state-of-the-art research and development center, cost-competitive supplier base, and a strong network of dealers. In our 80th year, we are now one EKL. We feel blessed to be at this unique convergence of India's growth story. The powerful synergy created through the strategic partnership and the coming together of legacies of Escorts and Kubota. I'm happy to share that during the year, we successfully completed the merger of Kubota Agriculture Machinery India Private Limited, KAI, and Escorts Kubota India Private Limited, EKI, into Escorts Kubota Limited. This integration gave birth to a unified, agile, and efficient identity, which is one EKL. The merger enables us to unlock synergies across multiple fronts, from product portfolio and our dealer network to manufacturing, our supplier ecosystem, and more importantly, we unlocked more of our potential with the coming together of the human talent, the people synergy. Thus, as one EKL, as one family, we are now well positioned to accelerate innovation, broaden market access, and drive long-term growth by tapping into opportunities created by India's growth story. I am pleased to share with you that One EKL is the strongest position in all aspects of readiness possible. We are together going to the next level, taking a leap forward. For this leap into the future, we are going to be focused on revenue growth through market share growth in India and India-led exports, and non-tractor revenue streams such as agri-solutions, engines, parts, and services. Create a global research and development and develop capabilities for designing innovative products. Leverage sales and channel strength both in India and global markets and explore multi-brand dealerships. Aligning with the manufacturing with Kubota standards for manufacturing excellence using the Kubota production system and to create a world factory. Leverage the supplier network and supplier upgradation capabilities for cost competitive procurement and export of parts to Kubota Group companies. Shared service center to leverage Indian talent for supporting the Kubota Group global need for design and IT. One EKL will focus on profitable growth, work towards meeting and setting new industry benchmark margins, be mindful of return on equity, and create wealth for our esteemed shareholders. Our growth plans are fully aligned with the opportunities being created due to the convergence of strong core sector fundamentals as well as powerful synergy of Escorts Kubota partnership. As One EKL, we have the potential to make India and the strategic hub for innovative products and world-class manufacturing and component sourcing. Now I shall walk you through the business performance for the year FY25. We steadily advance across both financial and operational metrics. Numbers for FY24 onwards include merger impact. Total income on a consolidated basis, including discontinued operations, stood at Rs 11,618 crores, an increase of 4.2% over FY24. This was primarily due to the growth in revenue from agri-machinery business. Net profit on consolidated basis, including discontinued operations, increased by 17% to Rs 1,265 crores. I am happy to share with you that the Board of Directors have recommended the highest ever dividend of 280%, which includes a 100% interim dividend already paid. This increase of 56% over the previous year reflects our appreciation for the continued trust and support of our shareholders. Our capital efficiency metrics are indicators of our disciplined financial approach. Return on capital employed at 15.2% was driven by targeted investments in high growth areas and better asset utilization. Return on equity stood at 12.8%, reflecting our focus on sustainable and long-term value creation for shareholders while preserving a prudent capital structure. I'm happy to share that over the years, we have maintained an optimal capital structure that allows us to capitalize on emerging opportunities. The company maintains a healthy liquidity position, ensuring financial flexibility. The company's short-term rating confirms to be the highest at A1, and long-term financial rating has been reaffirmed at AA+ with a stable outlook, and we are just a notch lower than the highest rating of AAA. Moving on to the agri-machinery business. India tractor industry witnessed a strong recovery in FY25, recording a 7.3% growth with a total domestic sales reaching 9.4 lakh tractors. The growth was driven by good monsoons and an increase in minimum support price for key crops by the government. The total sales including exports were at 10.4 lakhs, translating into 6.7% year-on-year growth. Our tractor sales including exports stood at 115,554 tractors as compared to 114,396 tractors in the previous year. As a result, segment revenue improved by 7% to rupees 8,447 crores. EBIT rose to 903 crores from 884 crores, an increase of 2.2%. And our EBIT margin was at 10.7%. Looking ahead, as per industry analysts, the tractor industry volume are estimated to grow at a moderate pace of 4 to 7% in FY26, factoring in the Indian Meteorological Department's forecast of a favorable monsoon. With the formation of one EKL, we now have three powerful brands: PowerTrack, FarmTrack, and Kubota, which have distinct differentiated positioning in the market, catering to three customer segments. We have accelerated investments for strategically expanding the product portfolio to cover all segments, ranging from entry to premium. As a result, in this direction, we launched ProMax series under the FarmTrack brand, a testament of our synergy. The ProMax series is a future-ready platform that offers advanced technology in the largest segment of tractor industry, which is between 31 to 50 horsepower. This next-generation tractor incorporates more than 50 upgrades over existing models and brings premium features in the sub-50 horsepower segment. The product is designed for both wetland and dryland application and is closely aligned with customer needs for higher comfort, ease in operation, and four-wheel drive. Four-wheel drive is a growing need for our farmers. We also launched WorldMax under the FarmTrack brand, which has helped us reposition ourselves in the 50 horsepower and above premium segment. Our customers are sharing positive feedback and appreciating the product for its powerful performance, operator comfort, and suitability for diverse applications. You would be pleased to know that both the products, ProMax and WorldMax, are showing potential for growth for the FarmTrack brand. I must add another product that is making our customers excited in the DigiTrack under the PowerTrack brand. We are leveraging the Kubota global channel mainly for exports to Europe. We aim to launch our business through Kubota sales companies in various geographies. Compact tractor under the Kubota brand has already received a positive initial response in the European market. In FY25, we exported a total of 4,991 tractors, of which 70% were in the sub-30 horsepower category. As one EKL, we are sharpening our focus on offering complete farm solution to our valued customers. We have redefined the agriculture solutions space with the launch of an advanced and comprehensive range, from combine harvesters to rice transplanters and rotavators. Just to note that our rice transplanters command the number one position in the Indian market today, and in harvesters, we are at number 2 position. Our agri solution delivers a perfect blend of precision, reliability, and innovation, empowering the hard-working farmers to achieve a higher productivity. Our focus on superior customer experience throughout the product life cycle has guided us to improve our customer reach for after-sales service. To enhance productivity and streamline parts operations, we have moved to a larger, more advanced parts center warehouse. The diesel engine industry is set for steady growth, driven by rapid urbanization and the need for backup solution for industrial, commercial, and infrastructure needs. With a portfolio of fuel-efficient and reliable engines, EKL is prepared to capitalize on the growth momentum. Overall, non-tractor revenue stream accounted for 20% of agriculture machinery revenue, up from 17% a year ago. The crane segment of the Indian construction equipment industry, which accounts for 80% of EKL sales volume, witnessed a degrowth of 7.4%. The retail demand was reduced due to price increase related to introduction of BS5 norms. Our sales volume was 6,484 machines. Our sales revenue was at 1,730 crores. EBIT margin improved by 75 basis points to 9.9% from 9.2% in FY24. Going forward, while a short-term market correction is anticipated, we remain optimistic on the long-term demand due to continued government-led infrastructure spending. Our company is expanding its product portfolio to capitalize on the opportunities being created due to government spendings on infrastructure and emission regulations. EKL introduced Stage 5 compliant products and expanded its portfolio with the Hydra crane and our newly introduced backhoe loader BLX75 under the Kubota brand. We know that Kubota is a pioneer in mini excavators, which has led to a number one position in the market share globally for the past 23 years. In India, I am pleased to share the product has been gaining volumes and commands the number one position in this segment. To sharpen our focus on the core business of agriculture and construction equipment, the Board of Directors approved the divestment of the Railway Equipment Division as a going concern as a slump sale basis. The railway equipment business was transferred to Sona BLW Precision Forging Limited, Sona Comstar, in June 2025. We are glad that the division, which was nurtured by our company for the past 64 years, is in able hands. We wish them great success for the future. As we hand over the business to Sona Comstar, we thank our stakeholders of the railway division. It was our honor to serve all the esteemed customers, including the largest customer, the Indian Railways, and contribute to the nation building. Now moving on to the long-term strategic focus. Looking beyond the near term, our long-term growth strategy is aligned with Kubota Corporation's thinking of evolving from made in Japan to made by Kubota. In this scenario, development, manufacturing, research and development, and shared services from India is one of the priorities. We deeply appreciate the confidence placed in us by Kitao-san, the President and Representative Director of Kubota Corporation, and his strong visionary leadership. In recent interview, Kitao-san shared that in India, Kubota will develop basic tractors that will be more affordable than those sold in the Japanese and the US markets. The work will take place mostly at Escorts Kubota. This not only strengthens our position in India, but also expands our relevance in Kubota's global operations. We are very fortunate to have support from Kubota Japan. At this point, I would like to invite Haneda-san, non-executive and non-independent director of Escorts Kubota Limited, who is a nominee of Kubota Corporation. In the Kubota Corporation management structure, Haneda-san holds the position of representative director and executive vice president. You will hear directly from Haneda-san through his message now.
Good afternoon. This is Shingo Hanada. I am honored to be here with you today. I will use this opportunity to share my thoughts on realizing the vision of global major brand Kubota by 2030 and the important role Escorts Kubota is set to play. Following the merger in 2024, we are now one EKL in India, combining the best of both Escorts and Kubota, and have the potential to outperform the competition in India and globally in the value for money basic tractor market. Both organizations have the legacy of pioneering farm mechanization and value creation for the prosperity of society in Japan and India. We, as a group, have outlined our ideal for the future, which is earning the trust of the greatest number of customers to become a global major brand that can make the greatest contribution to society. To this end, we are working to realize our long-term vision, GMB 2030. Towards GMB 2030, we have set ourselves some challenging targets of profitable growth with a focus on return on invested capital. To achieve these targets, one of the top priority for us is the India business development and developing the basic tractor for global requirements, utilizing Indian resources. In the Indian construction equipment sector as well, there is a significant growth potential with products such as mini excavator, where Kubota is globally number one for the past 23 years. Going forward, we aim to make EKL a strategic hub for manufacturing, R&D, and shared services for the Kubota Group and create value for all our stakeholders and the community we serve. I visited India recently for an overview of the on-ground situation in the Indian market and e-care operations, including R&D capability. I'm happy to note that the improvement and growth activities in e-care are in the right direction and well aligned with the larger goals of the Kubota Group. We look forward to the support of all stakeholders as we work to implement our midterm plan for EKL. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Haneda-san. For creating value for our stakeholders, our core philosophy is on your side. For us, the spirit of on your side is a driving force behind all initiatives. It is how we see the world and how we see our relationships. With deep empathy, innovation, and a sense of purpose, we stand on the side of progress that includes all stakeholders, our valued customers, dealers, investors, and employees. Our capability to deliver superior customer experience has gone up multifold after joining hands with Kubota. Globally, Kubota has won demanding markets through innovative products. Now with the addition of Kubota brand, we have a wide range of differentiated products for different segments. Product portfolio has now been expanded further by addition of ProMax and WorldMax in FarmTrack brand. During the year FY26, we plan to add products under all three brands, which will further strengthen our range. Other than the innovative products, what differentiates us is the ecosystem of parts and services network and more than 1,600 dealers. During the past 12 years, our market capitalization has gone up 60 times. The consistent rise in our market capitalization reflects not just the financial performance, but the trust placed in our long-term vision and our ability to deliver profitable outcomes. As we look ahead, our priorities remain clear, which are to strengthen returns through operational excellence and unlock long-term value responsibly and consistently. Our three brands have their stronghold in different regions of the country. FarmTrack and PowerTrack are strong in North and West, whereas Kubota is strong in South India. We want to make all our brands pan-India brands. This provides an excellent opportunity for our existing dealers to add to their product range by going multi-brand. We view our dealers for tractors and construction equipment as vital extension of our brand and businesses. Their success is our success. It is people that form the foundation of any successful organization. We remain deeply committed to establishing a culture of trust, respect, and continuous growth. This commitment has already earned us a recognition as a certified Great Place to Work by GPTW Institute. Our focus on diversity and inclusion has shown tangible results, with gender diversity going up from 7.1% to 8% during FY25. Now I will request Foucault Yokosan, our Deputy Managing Director, to walk you through the progress on our growth plans.
Thank you, Nanda-san. Dear shareholders, I am pleased to share that our plan for strengthening R&D for developing superior products for India and value innovative products for the world is progressing well. We have started rolling out new products utilizing the new product introduction processes, which takes best of both India and Japan's strengths. One of the products is a compact tractor introduced in European markets, which is receiving a good response. In R&D, we have strong support from Kubota Japan. One of the key reasons for Kubota's success globally is the R&D capability for developing innovative products. I want to give you one example of the technology and product strengths of Kubota. On the slide, you can see compact all-terrain vehicle well suited for a wide range of applications from agriculture and forestry to construction and even disaster response. The product received Best of Innovation Award at the world's largest technology trade show. The product shows Kubota's vision for the future of agriculture and construction. We continue to drive manufacturing excellence across our plants with the Kubota production system as a foundation. Implementation of Kubota production system is showing improvements in safety, quality, and productivity. We are also creating a distinct shop floor work culture where we respect and encourage participation from all levels of employees in continuous improvement activities. The participation rate in employee suggestion scheme and quality circle is growing rapidly, showcasing the strength and commitment of our human talent. Component procurement is one of the key areas where synergy between India and Japan is very strong. The Indian cost-competitive supplier based on Escorts Kubota is being strengthened for global standards of quality using supplier Kaizen program based on Kubota procurement assessment process. As a result, component exposed to Kubota Group companies are expected to grow steadily. In order to offer customized retail finance solutions to our customers, we launched our captive finance company, Escorts Kubota Finance Limited, EKFL. I'm happy to share that EKFL received its certificate of registration from the Reserve Bank of India and started its operation in FY25. EKFL is now set to scale fully in the next 12 to 18 months and will significantly enhance our capability to offer customized financial solutions to customers. We are planning to set up the most modern manufacturing facility in India to meet targeted sales volume growth in domestic as well as export market for tractors, construction, and engines. The project planning and the search for a suitable land are in progress. The plant will also contribute towards profit margin improvement through localization. We are significantly enhancing customer engagement and operational efficiency through strategic digital innovations. Our company has developed several digital platforms to support customers, dealers, and comprehensive digital training ecosystem for service mechanics. You would be pleased to hear that EKL continues to remain a net zero debt company and has adequate liquidity to support its future growth aspirations. To accelerate our growth agenda, we have outlined our priorities as sustained investment in research and development, a captive finance company, and a greenfield plant. Our dividend policy also reflects our commitment to rewarding all our investors. To drive our growth agenda further, we will keep exploring opportunities for inorganic growth. Now, I hand over to Nanda-san.
Thank you, Fukuoka-san. Our company is fully committed to a comprehensive ESG strategy. We have a comprehensive ESG roadmap with specific targets across environmental, social, and governance pillars. To track progress, a digital platform has been implemented to closely monitor and analyze the key ESG parameters. Our CSR philosophy is rooted in the belief that business must act as a catalyst for societal transformation. Hence, One EKL continues to align its business values with community empowerment. A key pillar of our commitment to community empowerment is the Escorts Kubota Advanced Farm Institute, aligned with the Indian government's mission of increasing farmers' income. We will focus on enhancing Indian farmers' capabilities by promoting scientific and sustainable farming practices and facilitating access to advanced technologies. At Kurukshetra and Bangalore, the Institute has model farms, skill development facilities, and services for sustainable projects such as biogas plants. Finally, looking ahead, strategic priorities as One EKL are very clear. We have plans in place for innovative product development for all three brands of tractors and construction equipment for domestic and export markets. Sales channel strengthening by taking all three brands pan-India. Providing innovative financing solution through the captive finance company. World factory for manufacturing capacity and world-class quality. Supplier-based strengthening for component exports. Shared service center for utilizing Indian talent. Together, we are more than just a company. We are a family, a legacy, a movement. As One EKL, with the spirit of Japanese precision and Indian determination, we are shaping the future full of promise. Before I conclude, I want to take a moment to express my deepest and most heartfelt gratitude to all our stakeholders, starting with our customers. Your faith and loyalty are the reasons we exist. You have stood by us and inspired us to keep improving. Every innovation we drive and every solution we deliver is for you. To our board of directors, thank you for your vision, wisdom, unwavering commitment. Your guidance has helped us to navigate uncertainties and stay the course with confidence. To our shareholders and investors, your trust empowers us. We value your belief in our journey and strive every day to honor that belief with results and responsibility. To our dealer partners and suppliers, your dedication ensures that our products and promises reach the heart of Bharat. You make us stronger together. To our management team, you are the leaders who are shaping EKL's journey of growth and transformation. Your grit, your strategic direction continues to position our company as a reliable and future-ready partner in every sector we serve. To our employees and union, you are the backbone of the company. Your dedication and commitment towards growth of the company is deeply appreciated. Now I'd like to request Fukoyoko-san to join me on stage. We look forward to a glorious future.
Together, we will make EKL one of the most admirable companies.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Namaste.
Namaste.
So now, after the comprehensive update on the company performance and the strategic developments, I would like to move to the other statutory proceedings. As the notice is already circulated to all the members, I take the notice of the AGM as read. Further, the shareholders may seek any clarifications on items mentioned in the notice. Before we put the proposed resolutions to vote at this meeting, I would like to invite the registered speaker shareholders one by one who can ask their questions by unmuting themselves. In order to accommodate maximum number of speakers, I request you to please be brief and restrain from repeating of points already put forth by other shareholder members. Now I request the members to ask their questions, and I request the moderator to please facilitate the Q&A session. Moderator, over to you.
Thank you, sir. We now invite members who have registered to speak at this meeting to express their views or queries. We will call each shareholder in turn. Once your name is announced, we will send you a request to unmute your microphone. Kindly do unmute your microphone, switch your camera on and speak. May I request all the registered speakers to kindly be precise and restrict your questions, comments to a maximum of 2 minutes. I now invite our first speaker, Mr. Manoj Kumar Gupta, to speak. Sir, we have placed you in the meeting. Kindly unmute your microphone and speak.
Hello.
Yes, you please proceed.
Hello. Good afternoon, respected Chairman, Board of Directors. Namaskar. Respected Chairman, Board of Directors, fellow shareholders. My name is Manoj Kumar Gupta. I've joined this meeting from my residence city of Joy, Kolkata. I feel proud to be a shareholder of Escorts. And what I have to say and what I have not to say, because in your 49 minutes speech, you have covered all things, you and Deputy MD, which were surrounding in the mind of investors. Such type of presentation I have not find in any company where the chairman and the deputy MD covered all things in his opening remarks. This shows how you are running the company and how you are running the legacy of Escorts. So I wish to God to give you more success in coming time to take the company on new heights. And thanks for your highest ever dividend in the history of Escort, 280%. and your CSR is doing excellent, because I have nothing to say on CSR. And I strongly support the resolution number 6 of Mr. Harish Salve's reappointment. Such type of person should be in the board, because he is a eminent lawyer of the country, and he is the ex Solicitor General also. So such type of people should be in the board. And our partner is Japanese, nothing to say for Japan, because Japan is very loyal and faithful country for India. And being a shareholder of 5-6 Japanese companies shareholder in the country, we find they support in every aspect to the company to run in a better manner. Sir, I have few points. Have you any plan to split the shares to increase the liquidity and the market capitalization? Either 5:1, 2:1, or 10:1. And renewable energy, what's your plan in that regard? Our visionary Prime Minister is inspiring the industry to to use the renewable energy to reduce their energy cost. How much your ESG rating? If the rating is AA or AAA, then have you any plan to issue the bond of ESG bond and list that in the market? And what is your target for zero carbon policy? And sir, I'm asking you from last 3 years, AGM times should be 11:45 or 12:15 instead of 12 o'clock. 12 is not suitable in our Indian culture. So kindly think in that issue. And I thanks to you to keep Mrs. Tanya Dobash and Mr. Sodi in our board. And your photos should be colorful in the balance sheet, because it's an international balance sheet. It shows a right signal in the mind of investors. And if you will smile in the balance sheet, then the investor and the employees will smile. Chairman is smile will send a right signal in the stock market tomorrow, and share price will go up. Last year I asked you when our share price will be in 5 digit, and I believe that share price will touch definitely 5 digit by 2027 on your hard working. And I cordially invite you to visit this city of Joy,
To
Kolkata.
kindly wrap up your question as soon as possible.
Just 1 minute, sir. And have you any plan to greenfield project, sir? And if yes, then what will be the total cost, and when you will complete that greenfield project? And sir, last 3 years I request you to meet you in Delhi, sir. Kindly consider my request, sir. Thank you.
Mr. Gupta, I really appreciate your questions and your participation. I'll be answering at the end, so that will be more efficient. So we have noted your queries, and I will most definitely be responding to these queries. But just before we move forward to the second shareholder, I, along with the entire board and my executive team, who you can't see, who's sitting in this room, we are smiling. So we are positively, very, very positively inclined towards building a robust future. So be rest assured, we all are smiling and are driving the organization for the future and making India proud and the world proud of our organization. Thank you very much. Moderator, back to you for the second shareholder to come in, please.
Thank you, sir. We now invite our second speaker, Mr. Chetan Chadda, to speak. Sir, we have placed you in the meeting. Kindly unmute your microphone, switch your camera on and speak.
Can you hear me, sir?
Yes, sir, we can hear you. We can see you. Please proceed.
Thank you, sir. Thank you so much to giving me the chance to speak with you. Myself, Chetan Chadda, and I'm joining this AGM from New Delhi at my home. फर्स्ट ऑफ ऑल सर, मैं सेक्रेटरियल डिपार्टमेंट का धन्यवाद करना चाहूँगा, क्योंकि लास्ट ईयर भी मैंने स्पीकर के लिए रिक्वेस्ट भेजी थी, लेकिन उन्होंने मुझे कंसीडर में नहीं लिया, क्योंकि उन्होंने ऐसा बताया कि हमारी जो स्पीकर के लिए रजिस्ट्रेशन है वो सिर्फ 2 दिन के लिए खुलती है। तो प्लीज़ मैं आप लोगों से इस बात की रिक्वेस्ट करूँगा कि हम इस बात के लिए थोड़ा कैपेबल हो जाएं कि हम अपनी आपको 10 दिन के लिए कम से कम स्पीकर रजिस्ट्रेशन के लिए रजिस्टर कर पाएँ, क्योंकि मैंने स्पीकर की रिक्वेस्ट ईमेल आने के बाद ही भेज दी थी। इस बार भी मैंने स्पीकर की जो मुझे मेल आई एज पर दी गाइडलाइंस ऑफ द सेबी कि आप 21 दिन पहले नोटिस देते हैं, तो मेल जैसे रिसीव हुई तो उसी के बाद हमने वापस भेज दी। जब आपको पहले रिसीव कर दी गई है तो प्लीज़ हम इस बात के लिए कैपेबल हो सकते हैं कि हम उस स्पीकर शेयर होल्डर के लिए रजिस्टर कर दें जिन्होंने मेल भेज दी है। सर, आपने लास्ट ईयर मुझे मौका नहीं मिला, लेकिन आपने कुछ शेयर होल्डर से लास्ट ईयर भी प्रॉमिस किया था कि आप लोग हमसे शेयर होल्डर को मिलने के लिए एक इवेंट और मीट का अरेंजमेंट करेंगे, लेकिन पूरे 364 दिन के अंदर हमें उस बात के लिए कोई भी इंफॉर्मेशन नहीं आई किसी भी प्रकार से। जहाँ तक कि हम लोगों ने भी कॉर्पोरेट ऑफिस में जाके कभी कम्युनिकेशन करने की सेक्रेटरी डिपार्टमेंट में कोशिश भी की, तो आपका जो वहाँ पे सिक्योरिटी डिपार्टमेंट है उनका ऐसा मानना है कि शेयर होल्डर मालिक नहीं है और उनका अंदर जाना तो बिल्कुल मना है। ये अभी जापानीज जब से हमारे साथ जॉइंट वेंचर में 2021 से आ गए हैं, तो शेयर होल्डर का अंदर जाना बिल्कुल मना है। जब तक अंदर से कोई कम्युनिकेशन नहीं आएगी तब तक शेयर होल्डर कोई भी अंदर जा नहीं सकता। आप लोगों से कोई किसी प्रकार की भी कम्युनिकेशन नहीं हो पाएगी, क्योंकि सर इतने आप देखिए 2020 से हम कोविड सिनेरियो के अंदर आ गए थे, तब से हम बीसी मीटिंग कर रहे हैं। सब कोविड खत्म हो चुका है, तो प्लीज हम अपनी इस मीटिंग को अब हाइब्रिड भी कर सकते हैं, क्योंकि सर इस बात के लिए शायद हम कैपेबल हैं। जहां तक सर मेरे हिसाब से आपको, मैं हमेशा से आपके फादर के टाइम से शेयर होल्डर हूँ। जब हमारी कंपनी चंडीगढ़ का रजिस्टर ऑफिस था, तो हम चंडीगढ़ जाके भी आपकी एजीएम फिजिकल में अटेंड करते थे। अभी अपन लोग फिजिकल की जगह वीसी पे कर रहे हैं, तो हम लोग ये कोशिश हमेशा रखते हैं कि आप लोगों से जुड़े रहें। तो सर आप लोग इस बात की भी कोशिश करिए कि जो शेयर होल्डर आपसे जुड़ा हुआ है उनके साथ रिलेशनशिप को बहुत मेंटेन करें। और अभी सर रिलेशनशिप जो है वो बहुत मैटर करता है आज की डेट में, क्योंकि सर आपने भी अपनी स्पीच में बताया कि जिस तरीके से सोना बीएलडब्ल्यू के हमारे चेयरमैन साहब के बारे में या आपने बताया कि बहुत दुखद घटनाएं हुई हैं, उसके बावजूद सर आप सोचिए कि जिन्होंने शेयर होल्डर के साथ अगर रिलेशनशिप नहीं रखा होता तो आप इस बारे में आज सोच नहीं पा रहे होते। तो कम से कम आपको भी सर पैसा कोई साथ लेके नहीं जाएगा। रिलेशनशिप ऐसी चीजें हैं जो बाद में भी रह जाएंगी। आपके फादर साहब को हम ऐसे याद नहीं कर रहे हैं। जहां तक सर हम 2021 से अभी सर लास्ट ईयर में शेयर होल्डर को क्या चाहिए, रिवॉर्ड चाहिए। लास्ट ईयर आपने 180 पॉइंट का डिविडेंड दिया था, इस साल भी आपने 180 पॉइंट का डिविडेंड दिया है।
Sir, we
लेकिन
kindly
सर जो हमारा
request you to wrap up your
हमारे
question as soon as possible. Thank you.
श्योर सर श्योर सर, हमारा जो शेयर प्राइस है लास्ट ईयर का 22900 इस साल लो लगाया है और 4400 का हाई लगाया है। सर उसका मेन रीजन थोड़ा बहुत कई चीजों में देखने को मिला कि सर पेज नंबर 8 पे थोड़ा सा मैंने देखा सर, आप पॉइंट ऑफ वाई पॉइंट नोट भी कर सकते हैं कि सर हमारा जो हमने जो पेज नंबर 8 पे दिया है स्ट्रेंथिंग बॉन्ड और ट्रस्टिंग पार्टनर, सर वो हमने किसानों के साथ बनाया है या शेयर होल्डर के साथ। हमारी एनुअल रिपोर्ट में किसी शेयर होल्डर के साथ कोई भी, जैसे अभी पहले हम अपने जब पुरानी एनुअल रिपोर्ट देखेंगे तो अपने एम्प्लॉयज की कई जगह पे हम उनकी पिक्चर्स को भी लगाते थे, जो सीएसआर एक्टिविटी करते थे उनकी पिक्चर्स भी लगाते थे। लेकिन इस एनुअल रिपोर्ट में हमने वो सब कुछ चीजें हटा दी हैं। शायद हम कम्युनिटीज के साथ थोड़ा दूर हो रहे हैं। पेज नंबर 9 पे सर कम्युनिटीज विद केयर ऑलवेज टुगेदर लिखा है, लेकिन उसमें भी सर कोई पिक्चर ऐसी नहीं लगी है। सर पेज नंबर 11 से 13 तक में जो ट्रैक्टर की फोटो भी बनाई गई है उसमें भी सर शायद कोई किसान बैठने को तैयार नहीं है। तो कोशिश करें कि ट्रैक्टर पे अपने किसान भाई को किसी को बिठाया जाए। सर पेज नंबर 34 पे जहां आपकी पिक्चर लगाई गई है और मिस्टर एमडी की पिक्चर लगाई है, वहां पे भी आपका शायद नेम मेंशन होना चाहिए था, जो नहीं मेंशन किया गया है। सर टोटल इनकम हमने जरूर 11,558 करोड़ रुपए कमाई है, लेकिन सर सीएसआर एक्टिविटी के अंदर हम वो 2% जो हमारा सीएसआर एक्टिविटी में खर्च होना चाहिए उसमें भी हमने 6 करोड़ 13 लाख रुपए बचा लिए हैं। चाहते तो सर हम उसको अच्छी जगह पे कई तरीके से दिल्ली में भी आके खर्च कर सकते थे, बचाने की शायद ऐसी जरूरत थी नहीं हमारे को। सर
Sir, we
पेज नंबर
request you to
49
wrap
पे
up your
और
question in the next 30 seconds.
सर ओके सर, पेज नंबर 49 और 192 पर सर हमारी कंप्लायंस और ट्रांसपेरेंसी और रिस्पॉन्सिबिलिटी रिलेशनशिप के बारे में सर हमने बात की है, लेकिन सर रिलेशनशिप विद शेयर होल्डर कहीं नहीं दर्शाया गया। रिलेशनशिप विद टैक्स अथॉरिटीज दर्शाया गया है। सर हमारे साथ कुछ डायरेक्टर्स हमारे साथ ऐसे भी अब जुड़ चुके हैं। सर मेरे हिसाब से हम उनको उनको चेज ना करें, उन्हें इस तरीके से बनाएं कि वो हमारे लोगों को फॉलो करें। हमें उन्हें फॉलो करने की जरूरत नहीं है, क्योंकि सर शेयर होल्डर का जो रिलेशनशिप है वो बहुत अच्छा और बॉन्ड होना चाहिए। सर जहां तक 191 पेज पे मैंने सर कैपिटल एक्सपेंडिचर में देखा कि हमने लास्ट ईयर 24 करोड़ रुपए खर्च किए थे, इस बार हमने सर 48 करोड़ खर्च कर दिए हैं। सर शायद ये 100% हमने ज्यादा खर्च कर दिए हैं। सर जहां पर रिकरिंग ऑफ एक्सपेंडिचर है,
Sir, kindly
रिकरिंग
wrap
ऑफ
up your question.
एक्सपेंडिचर।
We have many
सर
speaker
क्वेश्चनिंग तो
shareholders
सर करने
waiting for
दीजिए।
that.
सर पेज नंबर सर अगर मैं कोई क्वेश्चन गलत पूछ रहा हूँ तो यार कोई रिपीट कर रहा हूँ तो आप मुझे मत बोलिएगा। सर जहां तक आर&डी पे हमने पैसा खर्च किया है वो भी सर हमने लास्ट ईयर के मुकाबले 30% ज्यादा खर्च किया है। इसका मेन रीजन क्या रहा, इसके बारे में बताएं। सर इवेल्युएशन ऑफ रेटिंग, जहां तक सर स्टेक होल्डर रिलेशनशिप कमेटी का सवाल रहा, उसमें भी सर अपने पेज नंबर 204 पे दिया है कि आपने रेटिंग उसकी सर 4.66 दी है, जबकि सर मेरे हिसाब से तो कोई शेयर होल्डर आपके साथ टचअप में ही नहीं हो पा रहा, क्योंकि जब आपने अपना इस तरीके का ही
Sir, we have many shareholders waiting for their turn, and should you have any more queries, we request you to kindly send an email with your questions to our company secretary.
So-
Due to the time constraint, we are now inviting our third speaker, Mr. Jasmeet Singh, to speak. Sir, we have placed you in the meeting. Kindly unmute your microphone. Do switch your camera on and speak.
Very good afternoon to all of you, and Sat Sri Akal to Nikhil Nanda ji and all the board of directors. Thank you, sir, for acknowledging. Your elaborate presentation is very assuring, and there is nothing much which we can we can ask you. But there are a couple of queries which I will run down. The first one can be addressed by Director Bharat Madanji, our CFO. तो इसमें सर मैं मदान जी से मैं पूछना चाहता हूँ कि एक तो जो हमारा जैसे बिजनेस operations of railway equipment which have been discontinued and the sale on slump basis has been initiated. तो इसमें हमारा जैसे सोना कॉमस्टार को हमने जो ट्रांसफर किया है, इसमें हमारी क्या रियलाइजेशन हुई है, इसके बारे में थोड़ा बताएं. और क्या ये हमारा FY24 के रिजल्ट्स में क्या पूरी तरह ये फैक्टर इन हो गया है, या ये अभी 25 में भी हमारे को कुछ इसमें जो हमारे को रियलाइजेशन होगी. ये एक सवाल है सर. दूसरा सवाल मेरा ये है सर, देखिए आज से ना ये जब हम एस्कॉर्ट्स का आगाज हुआ था 60 के दशक में, उसके बाद 80 के दशक में ना हमारी एक कंपनी बनी थी एस्कॉर्ट फाइनेंस लिमिटेड. तो वो आज जो है वो ऑपरेशंस उसके जीरो हो गए. अब हमने एस्कॉर्ट जो बड़े नंदा जी के जो था वो नाम पर जो है हमने निवेश किया, और ये सोच के कि नंदा जी जहां पर भी हमारा जो जिस तरह का भी ऑपरेशन वो करेंगे वो मतलब वो जो है ना वो हमारे वैल्यू क्रिएशन का वो बहुत बड़ा वो होगा. लेकिन आज की डेट में अगर हम देखें तो एस्कॉर्ट फाइनेंस जो है वो कहीं से मतलब वो बिल्कुल ही वो खत्म हो गई है, मतलब ऑपरेशन जीरो है. अब आपने हमारी कंपनी में EKL में यू हैव carved out a new say this EKL फाइनेंस लिमिटेड. आपने वो जो है वो एक एंटिटी एक नई बना दी है, जो कि बहुत अच्छी बात है. मेरा सिर्फ ये सर ये सोच थी कि क्या ये हम अपनी पुरानी कंपनी को रिवाइव करके और उसमें ये काम जो हम यहाँ पे अचीव करना चाहते हैं वो हम करते, क्या ये पॉसिबल नहीं था? क्योंकि हमारा जो वहां पर भी निवेश हुआ है उसमें भी हमारा वो वैल्यू अनलॉक हो जाती. तो एक इसके साथ एक और रिलेटेड क्वेश्चन जो है वो ये है कि इसमें जैसे एनुअल रिपोर्ट में बताया गया है, आपने बताया है कि जो 12 से करीब 18 महीने लगेंगे इसको पूरी तरह ऑपरेशनल होने में. मैं ये समझ हमारी जो लीडरशिप टीम और हमारी जो एंटायर टीम जो है वो इतनी सक्षम है कि इसको मतलब इतना लंबा जेस्टेशन पीरियड टू फुली ऑपरेशनलाइज इज आउट ऑफ वो जो है ना वो मेरी सोच. क्योंकि ये कोई मैन्युफैक्चरिंग प्लांट नहीं हम लगा रहे, ये हमारी सर्विसेज एक एंटिटी है. तो सर्विसेज एंटिटी का तो जो है ना वो होना चाहिए अगले एक क्वार्टर में, इस तरह का वो होना चाहिए कुछ. तो और अच्छा, अब और इसके साथ एक और रिलेटेड सर क्वेश्चन कि व्हेन दिस EKFL विल बिकम ए साइजेबल कंट्रीब्यूटर, मे बी से 5% to 10% इन विच FY, वो थोड़ा आप बताएं. सिमिलरली हमारी जो छोटी छोटी एंटिटीज हैं और जैसे क्रॉप सॉल्यूशंस है, जैसे स्किल डेवलपमेंट है, तो ये भी अपना जो 5% का क्या कंट्रीब्यूशन करने के इनके पास मतलब क्या
Sir,
इतना मादा
we
होगा
request you
आने
to
वाले
kindly
वर्षों
wrap
में,
up your question
थोड़ा
in the
बताओ.
next 30 seconds. Thank you.
मॉडरेटर साहब मेरी बात सुनिए. हम जो है एक साल में एक बार जुड़ते हैं, 3 से 4 मिनट 5 मिनट भी हो जाए तो कोई वो वैसा नहीं हो गया. मैं तो चाहता हूं हमारी कंपनी भी जो है ना जैसे वॉरेन बफेट की कंपनी है जो 8-8 10-10 घंटे चलती है मीटिंग्स, वैसे जहां पर एकदम प्रश्नोत्तरी जो है ना वो एक वो होती है, मतलब वैल्यू क्रिएट करती है. जो है मेरे जो मन में संदेह है वो कहां से फिर दूर होंगे. मेरे को जब मैं पूछूंगा नहीं अपने बात को मैं रख नहीं पाऊंगा. मैं 3 मिनट सफिशिएंट नहीं है. अब तो मैंने
कंटिन्यू.
सिर्फ 2-3
मॉडरेटर
क्वेश्चन
गिव हिम
को
अनदर
बताया.
मिनट प्लीज. सिंह साहब प्लीज कंटिन्यू.
रिक्वेस्ट है सर, आप जो है आप बहुत आदरणीय है हमारी भी जो है ना, आप भावनाओं को आप वो करिए.
आप पूछिए. आपको 1 मिनट प्लीज पूछिए. आप
नहीं, मैं बस अब वो थोड़ा सा ना वो बीच में ना वो फिर वो मेंटल वो हो जाता है, डिस्ट्रेस हो जाता है क्रिएट
स्ट्रेस
जब
ना
ऐसे
होइए,
वो
आप
बीच
खुश
में
रहिए.
करते हैं ना.
आपके और कोई सवाल बचे तो जरूर पूछिए आप.
चलिए नंदा साहब, बस देखिए ऐसा है, मैं जो है ना, मैं सवाल क्या मैंने करने हैं जी। आप मतलब इतनी लीडरशिप टीम हमारी जो दिन रात जो है ना वो काम कर रही है, जिससे ज्यादा मेरे पास कुछ नहीं है। आप सभी का धन्यवाद। और अपने जो हमारे जो ये जापानीज जो हमारे फुकुआ फाका सन जो है, और बाकी जो एंटायर जापानीज टीम है, कल इनका बहुत बड़ा एक फेस्टिवल था ओचुगन, उसकी मैं इनको बधाई देता हूँ। मेरे पास क्या है उनको देने के लिए? मैं तो उनको जो है एक अपने आई कैन ओनली एक्सप्रेस माई ग्रेटिट्यूड फॉर द हार्ड वर्क विच दे आर गिविंग एंड विच इज मेकिंग EKL what it is today. And I look forward to say plenty of growth coming in the coming years. मैं
थैंक यू सिंह साहब।
और मेरे पास नहीं है सर शब्द, बस ये है कि
हमें
आप
बस
जो है ना
आपका
एक अजीब।
हमें आपका बस आशीर्वाद चाहिए, और आपने बहुत सही सवाल पूछे हैं, और मैं एंड में अंत में जरूर ये सब आपके सवालों का मैं उत्तर दूंगा। पर थैंक यू आपके पार्टिसिपेशन के लिए। आप खुश रहिए, और बहुत बहुत शुक्रिया आप आज
एक सर, एक छोटा सा एक रह गया, हरदीप सिंह जी जो हमारे स्टेक होल्डर कमेटी के जो अध्यक्ष हैं, उनसे मेरी गुजारिश है कि वो हमारे, देखिए आप आपकी जो बैंडविड्थ बहुत चौकड रहती है, उनको वो स्टेक होल्डर जो हम तो शेयर होल्डर है उन्हीं से ही वो हमारे रूबरू हो जाए। मतलब और अभी नहीं, ये मतलब जो है ना आप पोस्ट दी AGMs जो है ना अक्टूबर नवंबर में, इतनी मेरी गुजारिश है। इसके साथ ही सभी का धन्यवाद, नमस्कार एंड बाय बाय, सत श्री अकाल।
कॉल एंड शुक्रिया, थैंक यू। Okay, moderator, we can move on to the next speaker, please.
Thank you, sir. We're now inviting our next speaker, Mr. Manjeet Singh, to speak. Sir, we have placed you in the meeting. Kindly unmute your microphone and speak.
My audible?
हाँ
Yes,
जी,
sir. Please proceed.
एस्कॉर्ट्स की मैनेजमेंट टीम, स्केट्रियल टीम और माई कोच शेयर होल्डर को सभी का मैं स्वागत करता हूं। और गुड मॉर्निंग से गुड आफ्टरनून में ही शुरू हुई थी हमारी मीटिंग। सर, एस्कॉर्ट्स का जो आपने लास्ट ईयर में एम्प्लॉय बेनिफिट एक्सपेंसिव 637 करोड़ 8 लाख रुपए की जगह 755 करोड़ 87 लाख रुपए खर्च किए, इसके अंदर मैं आपसे जानना चाहूंगा कि लास्ट ईयर के अंदर कितने नए एम्प्लॉइज हमारे साथ जुड़े। थोड़ा आप इस बारे में अगर बताएंगे तो हमें नॉलेज होएगी। अदर इनकम जो है 398 करोड़ 30 लाख रुपया, और इस साल 458 करोड़ 39 लाख रुपया, ये 15% की जो ग्रोथ अदर इनकम में आई है। तो अदर इनकम के अंदर किन मदों को हम गिनते हैं, तो ये ग्रोथ आगे भी आती रहेगी इसमें इसी तरह से? थोड़ा आप इस बारे में बताइएगा। फरीदाबाद ठीक ठाक है, फरीदाबाद पहुंचना आसान हुआ है, लेकिन जो लोग आपसे AGM के टाइम में आके जुड़ते थे और जिन लोगों के साथ आप हालचाल भी पूछते थे, वो अब 5 साल से दूर हो गए हैं। आप बड़े बड़े सेलिब्रेशन भी आपने लास्ट ईयर किए, और इस मीटिंग के अंदर जिक्र भी हुआ, सेक्रेटरियल डिपार्टमेंट की तरफ से भी बोला गया, और यहाँ पर सभी शेयर होल्डर ने आपसे रिक्वेस्ट भी की कि आपसे मिलने का मौका मिले। वो शायद नहीं था संभव, चलो अब आगे की हम उम्मीद करते हैं कि कोई प्लांट विजिट का ही प्रोग्राम बनाइए और किसी तरह से मौका दीजिए फेस्टिवल सीजन के बाद। आप इस तरह से, ये शायद हिंदी में मतलब होता है स्पोर्ट्स का साथी या रक्षक, लेकिन हमारी कंपनी तो दानवीर रही है हमेशा ही। एस्कॉर्ट्स हॉस्पिटल हमारे से निकला, हमने छोड़ा, उसके बाद फैड मुकल गोटेज का भी हुआ, और फिर सोना BLW को हम रेलवे बिजनेस देने जा रहे हैं। ये दरियादिली कब तक चलती रहेगी नंदा साहब? और हम अपना स्टेक भी हल्का कर रहे हैं, और कब तक हम इस कंपनी के अंदर मैनेजमेंट की पद पर ही रहेंगे, या शायद ये जिस तरह से जापानीज का रोल बढ़ रहा है, आज की जो है शुरू की जो सभा रही आपकी तरफ से, उसमें भी उनका रोल परसेंटेज बढ़ रहा है, और जो उन्होंने प्रेजेंटेशन किए हैं वो क्या मेल पर भी संभव होंगे कि आप उनको मेल पर भी भेजेंगे? अगर ऐसा कुछ होगा तो अच्छा रहेगा। और सर, ये ऑटोमेटिव एंड एसेसरी के अंदर जो हम हैं, तो ये किन कंपनियों को हम एसेसरी आगे बेचते हैं, या अपनी कंपनी में ही उसकी पूर्ति होती है? EPS हमारा बड़ा है, आगे भी हम उम्मीद करेंगे कि EPS हमारा बढ़े। स्टैट्यूटरी ऑडिटर जो है वाकर चांद एंड कंपनी हमारे साथ कब से हैं, और ये क्या रूटीन पॉलिसी रहती है इनकी? ये दोबारा रीअपॉइंटमेंट हो जाते हैं या क्या रहता है? स्केट्रियल ऑडिटर जयंत एंड एसोसिएट हैं हमारे साथ। तो सर ये सेक्रेटरियल डिपार्टमेंट से मैं ये जानना चाहूंगा कि बीएससी के अंदर हमारी लिस्टेड कंपनी 504 500495 जो है हमारा बीएससी का कोड, एस्कॉर्ट्स जो है हमारा सिंबल, और लास्ट क्वार्टर के अंदर सर 323 इन्वेस्टर कंप्लेंट, और उसमें से भी अभी पेंडिंग पड़ी है। ये क्या हो गया है सर सेक्रेटरियल डिपार्टमेंट को? क्या वजह है ये ऐसा क्यों हो रहा है? ये अरविंद कुमार जी से मैं पूछना चाहूंगा इस बारे में कि ये क्या वजह है सर। और प्रमोटर होल्डिंग हमारी अच्छी है 68.04%, उसमें कितना हिस्सा हमारा नंदा फैमिली का है? थोड़ा आप इस बारे में बताइए। 1944 में भारत पाकिस्तान आजाद होने से पहले लाहौर में इस कंपनी का गठन हुआ। 1961 में इसकी लिस्टिंग हुई। अब धीरे धीरे ये नंदा फैमिली कब तक है इस कंपनी में रहेगी, या आप पूरा मन बना चुके हैं इसमें से निकलने का? फेस वैल्यू हमारी 10 रुपए है, और जो है बोनस हमने शायद आज तक नहीं दिया।
We kindly
रिजर्व
request you to
हमारे,
wrap up your question as soon as possible.
सर जो
Thank you.
सवाल है मैं वही पूछ रहा हूँ, उससे अलग नहीं चल रहा। ये मुंबईया स्टाइल में कैंची चलानी बंद कर दो। जो इन्वेस्टर पूछ रहे हैं उनको बोलने दो कुछ। कोई बैलेंस शीट के बारे में ही पूछ रहे हैं उनसे। रिजर्व और हमारा बड़ा है, 9,091 करोड़ की जगह अब 10,268 करोड़ रुपए का रिजर्व है हमारे पास। तो ठीक है, आपने अंगद की तरह पांव जमाया है। कोई भी आपसे कहे बोनस का आपने नहीं देना, लेकिन कहीं अपनी बोर्ड मीटिंग में इसका जिक्र कर लेना, शायद कोई संभावना बन जाए तो एक अच्छी बात होएगी। सर ये करंट इन्वेस्टमेंट जो है, हमने पिछले साल हमारी इन्वेस्टमेंट जो थी उसके मुकाबले इन्वेस्टमेंट हमने कुछ बढ़ाई है। ये इन्वेस्टमेंट हम किन मदों पर करते हैं? क्या हम बॉन्ड वगैरह करते हैं, या कोई एफडी कराते हैं, या शेयर में करते हैं? थोड़ा इस बारे में बताइएगा। मेरे ख्याल 4 स्पीकर हुए हैं, शायद और भी स्पीकर होंगे, और अभी तक एक तरफ ही मत पड़ रहा है कि एक दफा जो है फैक्ट्री विजिट का प्रोग्राम बनाओ। चाहे आप चाहे कमेटी के जो और मेंबर हैं उनके साथ किसी को बोलो कि टाइम दे, कि ये कंपनी मिलनसार रही है, मिलती रही है, और एजीएम के टाइम में भी जो है एक अलग ही माहौल होता था। तो मान लो फरीदाबाद आए हुए भी बहुत टाइम हो गया, शायद आपकी बात पे ही आ जाएं। ऐसी कोई संभावना बने तो अच्छी बात है। बाकी हम भगवान से यही प्रार्थना करेंगे कि कंपनी की अच्छी ग्रोथ हो और कंपनी दिन दूनी रात चौगुनी तरक्की करे। थैंक यू फॉर द मैनेजमेंट टीम, थैंक यू फॉर द सेक्रेटरियल टीम।
पार्टिसिपेशन के लिए और आपके सवाल के लिए। अंत में मैं आपका ये पूरे उत्तर का जवाब दूंगा, पर अभी यही बोलना चाहूँगा कि आपका हालचाल ठीक रहे। आपने कहा पूछ नहीं रहा, तो आपसे मैं पूछ रहा हूँ, आप ठीक हैं और हमेशा ठीक रहिए। और दूसरी चीज़ मैं आपको ये बोलना चाहूँगा कि नंदा परिवार और कुबोटा परिवार का एक ही फोकस है, नेशन बिल्डिंग, सर्विंग थ्रू एस्कॉर्ट्स कुबोटा प्लेटफॉर्म टू आवर फार्मर्स एंड आवर कंस्ट्रक्शन इक्विपमेंट कस्टमर्स। आप बेचिंत रहिए, हमारा रेजोल्यूशन फोकस इस कंपनी को ऊंचाई में ले जाने का है। तो मैं वो आपका जो डाउट जो आपने मेंशन किया, मैं अभी उसको दूर करना चाह रहा हूँ। पर बाकी जो सवाल आपने पूछे, बहुत सही सवाल पूछे, उसको मैं अंत में ज़रूर जवाब दूंगा। आप खुश रहिए और कंपनी को आप ऐसे ही सपोर्ट करिए और हमें दुआ दीजिए। बहुत बहुत शुक्रिया। मॉडरेटर, बैक टू यू फॉर आस्किंग द नेक्स्ट क्वेश्चन प्लीज़।
Thank you, sir. We now invite our next speaker, Mr. Praveen Kumar, to speak. Sir, we have placed you in the meeting. Kindly unmute your microphone and speak.
Hello, I'm audible, sir.
हाँ जी,
Yes.
you are audible.
A very, very good afternoon to my respected chairperson, dignitaries on dais, my fellow shareholder, myself, Praveen Kumar, joining this meeting from New Delhi. I have few observations which I love to share with the entire house. But before that, in this financial year, this is our first interaction with the management. So I wish the entire management team, each and every dedicated employee of our company, a happy, healthy, and prosperous future. Coming down to my observation, sir, I am with the company for more than 25 years, and I have the great respect for our promoters, Nandas, and every year looking forward for your presentation. It was the most excellent presentation I ever come across. God bless you for that. And when you join hand with Kubotas, and when you say that yes, we have world-class R&D, and now the product we are making, which is which truly shows that is made by Kubota in India. God bless you for that. You are creating job for India, which I truly respect, creating wealth for a retail investor like me, and taking CSR activities to the very, very next level to build India in a very, very constructive way. For me, it's not about this company. If you ask me, honestly, it's legacy for me. It's true legacy. I have the deepest respect for you and your family, and they are serving India since Independence Day, 1947. Great, great. God bless you. And one very, very important for a retail investor like me, the litmus test of any company is decided by the excellent corporate governance, which I love to thank our respected Madan sir, HOD. I greatly welcome our company secretary Arvindji, who has truly multinational company experience. He is a great asset, and his entire team, Vicky Chauhan, Krishna, Aman. I mean, they have wonderful professional you are having. Even during the course of year, if you have any update, that will be timely replied. That truly assure us that yes, you have strong backbone, and when the retail investors send any update, any request, that will be timely replied. It's truly in your DNA, sir. God bless you for that. And sir, as far as the question is concerned, due respect to my earlier speaker, there are so many questions, healthy questions, which I respect them. I don't want to repeat them. But yes, I just pray to the God that He will bless you with all the positivity so that along with the Kubota family, as you mentioned in your dedicated speech, that you will take our company to the newer Zenith in the future. And yesterday, our Kubotas, in Japan, they have the biggest festival, which I come across. One of the shareholder mentioned. So my best wishes with them, and it was doubly assured. We pray for you. Japanese pray for you. I mean, that's something which is very, very delightful. And I'm very, very thankful to the entire secretarial team to give me this opportunity to share my observation and view. I wish you all the health and all the happiness and all the growth. You're working so hard. I truly respect your leadership, dedication, devotion. God bless you. Wish you all the luck and all the best. Thank you, sir. Thank you very much.
Kumar, for your participation and for your good words. But I appreciate your participation and thank you. Please be well and let us continue our journey for the future. Moderator, we can go to the next speaker, please.
Thank you, sir. We now invite our next speaker, Mr. Sarvjit Singh, to speak. Sir, we have placed you in the meeting. Kindly unmute your microphone and speak.
Hello, Chairman sir, can you hear my voice?
हाँ जी, आपकी आवाज़ एकदम ठीक आ रही है. नमस्कार, बोलिए.
Chairman sir, first of all, good afternoon to you, all the board of directors, all the staff of Escorts Kubota Limited and my fellow shareholders. चेयरमैन सर, जिस तरीके से आपने अपनी ओपनिंग रिमार्क्स में हमें कंपनी के बारे में बताया, और सर जिस तरीके से कंपनी तरक्की कर रही है, सर हमें इतना तो विश्वास है सर, हमारा जो फ्यूचर है वो सर एक ब्राइट फ्यूचर है. चेयरमैन सर, अब जिस तरीके से सारे के सारे शेयर होल्डर आपसे कह रहे हैं सर कि कोरोना काल अब जा चुका है, और सर सारी की सारी चीजें सर अब खुल भी चुकी हैं, पर सर मुझे ये नहीं समझ आ रहा कि हमारी कंपनी के लिए सारी चीजें खुली हैं या नहीं खुली, ये सर थोड़ा सा आप बताएं. बाकी चेयरमैन सर, हमारे शेयर प्राइस में भी हमें अच्छे से अच्छा रिटर्न मिलेगा सर, इसका हमें पूरा विश्वास है सर. जिस तरीके से आपके साथ पहले सर हम फिजिकल एजीएम में मिलते आए हैं, हम सर यही चाहेंगे कि सर अगले साल जो सर एक फिजिकल एजीएम हो सर, जिसके अंदर हम आपके सामने मिल पाए, और सर एक फैक्ट्री विजिट जरूर कराई जाए सर, इसके ऊपर थोड़ा सा ध्यान दिया जाए. थैंक यू सर, थैंक यू सो मच.
तो सुरजीत सिंह जी, आप बहुत बहुत शुक्रिया कि आप पार्टिसिपेट कर रहे हैं आज के एजीएम में. ये तीसरी बार ये सवाल उठा है कि आप हमें मिलना चाहेंगे, मैनेजमेंट टीम को, और फैक्ट्री विज़िट करना चाहेंगे. तो इसलिए मैं इसका उत्तर देना चाहूँगा कि जो भी शेयर होल्डर्स इंटरेस्टेड हैं हमें विज़िट करने के लिए और फैक्ट्री विज़िट करने के लिए, आप प्लीज़ हमारे कंपनी सेक्रेटरी डिपार्टमेंट में आप अपने रिक्वेस्ट भेज दीजिए और हम लोग इसकी अरेंजमेंट ज़रूर करेंगे. बहुत बहुत शुक्रिया. मॉडरेटर, वी कैन गो टू द नेक्स्ट स्पीकर प्लीज़.
Thank you, sir. Our next speaker, Mr. Gagan Kumar, appears to have logged out of the meeting. So we're now inviting Mr. Vimal Jain to speak. Sir, we have placed you in the meeting. Kindly unmute your microphone and speak. Mr. Jain, we request you to accept the unmute request and ask your question.
Yes, yes, sir. Am I audible, sir?
Yes, please proceed.
Sir, thank you, thank you. Uh, Good afternoon, Chairman, sir, Board of Directors, and the shareholders present at this virtual meeting. Excellent speech. Either you can say representation is given by the CMD, sir, and wherein he elaborated about all the future plans and the schemes. There is no doubt about the annual report in the of the company. As I know, my investment is very safe, or you can say is very much escorted in Escort Kubota Limited. Congratulations to the management and the staff, as the profit for the year under review in the standalone accounts is increased by around 20%. So this is the hard work of the staff as well. My question regarding the hybrid meeting and the factory visit has already been raised, and Chairman sir has already given the reply about the factory visit. So thank you very much to the Chairman sir for the kind words. And in the end, I would like to convey my words to the company that all the best in for the coming days. And thank you very much to the corporate department for allowing me to share my views or words with the eminent management. Thank you, sir, and all the best.
Thank you, Mr. Vimal Jain, for your participation. We appreciate your presence today. Thank you. Moderator, we can go to the next speaker, please.
Thank you, sir. We now invite our next speaker, Ms. S. Mendirata, to speak. Ma'am, we have placed you in the meeting. Kindly unmute your microphone to speak.
Hello, good afternoon, everybody. I am very happy to be a part of Escort Kubota's shareholder group. Mr. Chairman, your presentation mostly covers all of my questions. I just want to say that I'm quite satisfied with company's performance, and I think collaboration with Kubota would further add to the company's growth story. I am pleased to know that the company has declared a higher dividend and maintained a net debt-free status. So overall, I am quite satisfied. Thank you.
For your kind words, and we will continue to do better and better. Thank you, ma'am, for your participation. Moderator, we can go to the next speaker, please.
Thank you, sir. We now invite our next speaker, Mr. Shivam Singh, to speak.
Good afternoon, Chairman Sir. I appreciate KL growth in the last few years and its collaboration with the Kubota Corporation Japan. My question is that KL will start operation in Greater Noida, Uttar Pradesh, and how much impact on its turnover?
Question I did not understand. You asking for the greenfield project in Uttar Pradesh, और उसके बाद आपने कुछ और बोला? Can you repeat that?
How much impact on its expected turnover, sir?
In terms of growth from the greenfield, उत्तर प्रदेश से कितना आएगा आपका वो सवाल है जी. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Understood. Thank और कोई सवाल आपकी तरफ से शिवम जी?
No, sir. Thank you, sir.
Thank you for your question. I will be answering towards the end. Thank you for your question. Moderator, we can go to the next speaker, please.
Thank you, sir. We now invite our next speaker, Ms. Krashmi Bhartiya, to speak. Ma'am, we have placed you in the meeting. Kindly unmute your microphone and speak.
Namaste, Chairman sir. Congratulations on being one EKL. My question is, as the EKL increased its dividend from rupees 18 to rupees 28, can we shareholders expect more increase in dividend in coming year?
और कोई सवाल जी? I will be answering this question towards the end. Apart from your expectation of dividend increase in the future, do you have another question, ma'am?
No, sir.
Thank you, ma'am, for your participation. I will be answering it towards the end. Moderator, we can go to the next speaker, please.
Thank you, sir. With that, all of the speakers who are registered All of the shareholders who registered as speakers were given an equal opportunity to ask their questions. And now I hand over back to you to conduct the further proceedings of the AGM.
So thank you for your participation. And firstly, I really appreciate for all the shareholders to take out the time in going through our presentation and hearing the management's performance assessment for the past year and also for the future strategy. At EKL, it is extremely important for us that we transparently share and also welcome the queries that we have received today. So we are participating towards the future that we want to build in this company. Before I start to answer, I just want to say that, I take immense pride that we have completed 80 years and we will continue to serve this nation and our customers and also provide value not only to India, but from India to the world. So there were questions about the planning of the split of shares. To this point, I'd like to just respond that the Board of Directors will discuss and consider this at the appropriate time. I don't have an absolute response in terms of timing of when that split will happen. You have our board who are participating and hearing your queries. So I'm sure that at the appropriate time, this will be discussed and communicated. There was a question about the renewable energy plan. Most definitely, EKL plans to increase the renewable energy by 3x from the current levels, and we are taking all appropriate actions in terms of the investments to meet this target. A lot of this is already available with our team, and if you want to hear more details, please write to the Investor Relation Desk, and we will give you a detailed response on that. There was a question about the ESG rating. What is the rating? So the recent rating as per NSE ESG rating, EKL has received a rating of 66. So we are sensitive and focused to improving this rating further. And I am confident that given the endeavor and the focus that your company will achieve the highest level of rating. In case you have more detailed queries, please feel free to reach our Investor Relation Desk. There was a question about target for the zero carbon. Our company is targeting carbon neutrality by 2050. And again, we are drawing up all our appropriate plans and strategies of how this would be achieved. So that is the response on the timeline for zero carbon. There's a question about the Greenfield project and plant. Yes, as you may be aware, we did inform the stock exchange that your company is in discussions and in negotiation with the state of Uttar Pradesh. At the current time, it would be premature for me to disclose any investment details in regard to land or the Greenfield project per se, till such time the Board of Directors have taken that as an approval point. So allow me to get back to you. But yes, in our midterm business plan, we are planning to set up one of the Greenfield projects to give us the technology and the capacity growth that we envision for the domestic market, and also for the support that Kubota Group will seek from India, from EKL, for exports that will be increasing in the years ahead. There was a question about the shareholder requesting that the 2-day time period to put up the request for registration to speak is not enough, and therefore you have requested for a 10-day time period for this consideration and request. I think it's a very fair request from your side. I will request the company secretary to please consider this and allow more time for speakers to register their names. So that point is well noted. There's also a point about that some of the shareholders who want to visit our facilities and that you've had certain inconveniences in terms of coming to our premises. I do want to apologize. That is not our intent. We are a company that wants to have visits and communication as openly and transparently as we have always done. So my request is to avoid this recurrence of an experience in the future. May I please request the shareholders who want to come to our premises to write to our company secretary well ahead of time so that we can make all the arrangements and also confirm the appointment so that we can have the appointment and the visit as per discussion and the availability from both the sides. There was also a request for the hybrid meeting and the relationship with the shareholders. I want to just put one point across very, very candidly that for us, relationship is the starting point and the foundation of our existence of 80 years. So please be rest assured that while we will consider your request for hybrid meeting in the future, but relationship is of essence in regard to our stakeholders, customers, and that is something we will continuously improve and invest on. But your point is noted. I will request the company secretary to consider the hybrid meeting request that you have put forth today. There was also a question about the R&D spend, which is more than last year. Absolutely. This is going to be one of the most important aspects of our strategy differentiation and growth for the three brands. As I and the Deputy Managing Director spoke about the three brand strategy, Kubota, FarmTrack, PowerTrack, your company is investing in the two-wheel drive and the four-wheel drive and also in the construction business, be it the cranes, and also in our speech today, we talked about the backhoe loader. So our growth is going to come through innovation, through technology, and through larger application of products which are relevant for the changing requirements that India is witnessing. And your company is and will continue to invest and launch newer products year on year to meet the growth aspiration in terms of market share that I and Fukaoka-san talked about of what we want to achieve in India, and also for the products that will be exported from India to the global region markets where Kubota is strong. There was also a question about the CSR spend of 6 crore not spent in FY25. This was something that we will consider. The project and the amount that was approved by the CSR and by the board of your company was basis the project that were approved, and we will be earmarking this amount to the current year and ensure that we are fulfilling our obligation, and more than just the obligation, our commitment and purpose towards the spend that needs to be given for the society's benefit. There was a question by Mr. Jasmeet Singh about the railway discontinued business as to when did that happen. I think I have already covered that in my speech, that we formulated and concluded the transaction as of June 2025. The consideration that your company has received is 1,600 crores, and this amount will be reflected in FY26 results. Also, one of the shareholders mentioned about the reason for the divestment. It is simple that we want to, as Escorts Kubota, focus in the ag space and the construction space. And given the ambition that we have, we want the management time and the resources to be spent in the core activities where we believe there is tremendous potential of growth in Indian market. And as you are aware, India is soon headed to become the third largest economy in the world, and your company wants to participate in every inch of that growth vis-a-vis in these two segments. So the reason for the divestment is simply to bring in the focus, which I believe is happening with one EKL formation. There was a question about the Escorts Finance Limited operation, which is a listed company. It has no revenue. That is absolutely correct. Also, there was a point that was made that Escorts Kubota Finance Limited, which is a 100% subsidiary, we received the RBI approval for starting the retail financing. Yes, it has been initiated in the last few months. This is a strategic decision taken to improve the entire experience of our customers in the agriculture and the construction space. And while there was a point made that why is it taking 12 to 18 months to operationalize the kind of scale that we envision. So I think, sir, the timeline is going to be more determined basis the processes and the experiences we want to achieve through this setup. So the timeline always will be monitored. About the EFL, an entity that is existing in the stock exchange, please allow us to deliberate this with the board of directors. I don't have any specific response to the action the company plans to take in the future. So we will revert to you once the board has taken and deliberated on this point. Moving forward, there was a question by Mr. Manjeet Singh on 700 employees joined in FY25. I think that was your question as to how many employees have joined EKL in FY25. So we have 740 new employees who joined us in FY25. And the cost increase is also to take care of the annual increment in inflation that we dispersed for not only the new employees, but also for the employees across various divisions in EKL. And as you will agree with me, the people assets are the most important assets, and our company, apart from investing in technology, will put in the people both from Japan and India to ensure that we have the adequate strength of talent and the ability to execute of what we have shared for the future. There was a question about the income growth, other income growth. The increase in other income is due to the increase in treasury income due to the deployment of surplus funds. As you're aware, your company is sitting on a good pile of cash, which will be used for activities for growth for your company. And we are going to be discussing and deliberating of its strategy of execution to bring in the growth that we want to foresee for our company. So the response on the other income is basically on the return on the surplus funds which have been deployed. There was a question about we have divested businesses and reduced stake. I want to confirm that the Nanda family has not even sold one share. I, along with my entire family, are totally committed towards the legacy and the purpose, and I am personally and professionally committed towards the future of this company. And I believe Kubota is one of the best partners that I could personally, and I believe even the shareholders can think about. Kubota being a global major brand, coming in with the Escorts strength of the last 80 years, I believe that it is going to be the most strategic marriage, partnership that will create value not only for our shareholders, but also for our customers. One EKL, as Hanira-san also mentioned, happened only in 2024. Please allow your company to synergize, integrate, bring in the best practices of Japan and India to give the differentiation factor of growth, and I'm confident we will. There was a question about increase in investments in compared to last year. Yes, we have increased an account of deployment of internal accruals. The internal accruals, your company is generating free cash of nearly 1,000 crores year on year. We are also considering in improving our margins, and with the aspiration and the initiative and the action that we envision to take to improve our performance, it is my opinion that the cash surplus will only get better year on year. There was a query about the investor complaints not being resolved as per the timeline of expectation. Sir, your point is duly noted. I will request, and I am requesting the company secretary to look into the queries and the complaints that have been outstanding and to resolve them in timeline as early as possible. I appreciate you raising this point, and we would not want to have any complaints outstanding. There was a question about the current investments that we are making from our surplus funds. The company is investing the surplus funds in line with the board approval, the investment policy, and we are very careful in deploying the surplus funds in instruments, and 99% of the portfolio are in AAA rated debt instruments. Because we want to preserve and also earn basis the safety aspect of ensuring that liquidity is preserved at all times. Then there was a question about the physical AGM and factory visit. I believe I've already answered this, so please put your request to the company secretary. Most definitely, we will organize, and I request, unlike to repeat of last year experience, that we would require a minimum of at least a few shareholders to whom we can welcome and also interact with. So again, I request the company secretary to facilitate and to consider your request. Then there was a question about the kind of impact that can happen with the Greenfield project. I don't want to give any specific number in terms of revenue, but all I like to say is that the Greenfield is going to be for multiple purpose. One is for, of course, for capacity enhancement, but also strategically to bring in products, to expand the product lines, and to bring in the technology between Japan and India, which would be invested and realized not only for the tractors for the three brands, but as both me and Fukuoka-san mentioned, that our company is focusing on the full agri-solution deployment of improving the yield and productivity. So a lot of our investments will be on newer products, newer platforms, and the same would also be considered and done for the construction business in our cranes and for the earth-moving platforms. There was a question also in terms of the dividend increase from 18 to 28. Can we expect this more in the future? I certainly believe that it should happen, but I can't give you any specific response. This is a discretion and the deliberation of the board of directors. But I can only say that I'm very proud that the company has given good return in terms of the share price and on the highest dividend that is being paid in the FY25 results. And also, it is a proud moment for me to state with the shareholders that we complete 80 years. And in the absolute sense of numbers, this is the highest profit your company has ever earned in the absolute numbers. So our effort is to ensure and to continue on improving on our results. This was the last question. I believe there are no other questions that are left. I'd like to continue on the conduct of the remaining part of the meeting. So just to conclude the certain aspects of the conduct of today's meeting, as per the Companies Act of 2013, has provided an option to all members for casting the votes through e-voting process. The entire procedure for this purpose has been stated in detail in the notice of this meeting. I am confident that you have gone through the same. The option for e-voting was exercised by members during the period from 13th to the 15th July 2025, and the company has appointed Ms. Neelam Gupta, Associates, practicing company secretary, as scrutinizer to supervise the voting process. The voting results, together with the scrutinizer's report, shall be placed on the company's website and also on the website of NSDL. A communication to this regard will also be sent to the stock exchanges. Now the members are given 15 minutes to cast your valuable votes in respect of the items stated in the notice. The instruction for the voting has been described in the notice of the annual general meeting. Before I conclude, I once again would want to thank my board of directors, who you can see on the screen. It is a privilege and an honor to have their participation. Even while I may sound biased, I believe your company is blessed to have such an experience of the directors and also the participation from Kubota Japan. And I, along with my entire management team, would like to just convey we are deeply committed towards this journey, and we will do our best to meet every aspect of the aspiration, expectations of our stakeholders, our customers, and become a company that is loved and trusted by society. With that, I'd like to conclude the official proceedings of the 79th Annual General Meeting and say, not to say goodbye, but to say we look forward to seeing you next year. Namaskar and Jai Hind. Thank you very much.